All right, so let's take a look at it. Here's this SWT mag. Do a quick review on it. Nice firm polymer. It's not all soft like those Mission First Tactical MFT mags that I did a video on in the past. Pretty firm. It reminds me of the stiffness of like a P mag, right? Here's how the magazine looks. Here's the follower. Nice firm spring in there. It's a 30 round magazine. Has its branding here, SWT. Even has what it stands for written out here. I'm trying not to butcher my, let's see, Schweizer Waffentechnik. I try to do my best with the W and V's. I did 2 years of a foreign language, so I think it mattered. A European language, so I think it helped, right? So here's this magazine. I think it's pretty cool. Here's the base plate. I had not tried to take it out, take the springs out or anything of that nature. I just kind of bought them a few years ago at a gun show, $5 a piece. This dude had this big old bin of them. I bought probably 3 or 4 of them. I'm giving a couple away now, and I have 2 left. I've tested them out. They're working flawlessly. So I'm gonna do some drop testing here in a minute out here on the concrete. I've never done it before, so wish me luck. I hate trying to destroy my items like you saw in my other video. You notice that I keep them in a plate carrier. This is my armor that I keep in one of my vehicles. I keep both magazines as such. Clearly I unloaded one for this video, but bam, have it in there. I can deploy it if need be. Yes, they seat well. I'll go ahead and take both of them out. Here's the loaded one. Here's the unloaded one. Yes, they seat well in the rifle. Bam. Here is my Palmetto State Armory build that I've had for a while. The one that I used in one of my previous videos. So I'm going to put it in there so you can see it seats fine. I had to vote for it. Here's an unloaded weapon. Unloaded magazine. Seats perfectly fine. See how easy that was? Just like a normal, like a P mag or something of that nature. There that was. Seats fine. Here's the magazine loaded to 25. Seats fine. Drops fine. Empty mag. Seats fine. Drops fine. So some magazines, you notice that the way they are constructed, it may be easier or harder or tougher for it to release from the magazine or release from the mag well or insert. But this one, it seems like it's built fine in terms of its specs, that it's going to fall perfectly fine, and it gets in there without me having to jam it in there too hard. So I've been pleased with them. Let me go ahead and I'll test this magazine on my polymer rifles as well as many different rifles that have aluminum lowers and built differently, and it hasn't failed yet. So what I'm going to do is go outside now to do the drop test so we can see how they fail. I'm going to take both of them out. The one that's loaded, this like it says loaded 25, the one that's empty, go ahead and drop them out and see how it fails in this test. All right, so we're out on the front porch with both of the magazines, the one that's loaded to 25, the one that's empty. So we're gonna do a short test. You know, I like to do realistic ones, so I'm gonna drop them from shoulder height and see how they fare, see if they have any dings, see if any rounds fall out. Obviously, I'm not at the range, so I won't be able to test it immediately afterwards, but you can at least see if they destroy them and drop one up and one down. See what happens. Shoulder height. I had a round come out there, so let's see how. You see the base plate kind of shifted a bit. Unable to knock it off, so that's semi good, but I can still kind of push it with my thumb. I don't know if I like that much. Let's try to drop it down on the. I'm scared. I don't like doing this test. Another one out. So it's fine, a little dinged up right here, but we'll see how it seats. My problem is that part where I can move the base plate a little bit with my finger. Let's see if the unloaded mag did the same thing, and it did. We do know with P mags you can slide them a little bit as well, but I don't know if it's that far. Interesting. So I went up and grabbed an old P mag, and all of us P mag owners know you hear it kind of slides forward a little bit. But that little bit is nothing compared to this lot of bit on this SWT magazine. This one's loaded as well, so it's similar. And I'm curious on why it moves that far apart. Was it because of me dropping it them 1 or 2 times? Or is it just like that? Now I'm trying my hardest to push it to see if it will come off, and wow, it's going further. Oh, I don't like that. Wow. All right, cool. So it's not going any further than that, which is great. But why in the world is it allowing me to go that far? I'm gonna try on the loaded one. Yeah, that was letting me go that far as well. Interesting. I don't know if I like that, but the base plate is still on there. I'm looking at Carl's go outside, observant. The base plate is still on there. The magazine is still loaded. I still see the spring depressed. So ultimately, it doesn't like it will affect anything at this time like that. But I don't know how it's going that far. But still feels the same in terms of the spring. I'll try to load it here just slightly, about 10 rounds just to see if it feels like it's loading the same, knowing that base plate slides a little bit further than one would want. Yeah, it seemed normal. I'm gonna actually keep my rifle up and put that loaded magazine there and rack around in. I know people say when you're doing these tests and training, you should be careful. So around is in the chamber, finger off, magazine out. I know these people are cringing. Oh my gosh, his weapon is loaded off. There that round goes. Now unloaded visually and physically. Inspect it and it's unloaded. So yeah, it loaded fine. Everything seems normal on that one. I'm gonna do the same thing with the one I dropped to ensure that the little dinks and stuff is not causing any kind of hindrance in terms of it racking around in the chamber. Drop the mag, finger off the trigger still. Everything still looks normal on the magazine. Get this round out of the chamber. So, goes in this one. Then it seemed like it flexed it in kind of way or cracked it from dropping and giving it just a little ding. Everything still seems and feels secure on it. So I think I'm fine with that, visually and physically inspected. Rifle is unloaded. Yeah, so I think it's still good. I'm going to do some more testing on it since I've done these parts of the test, and see how it fares from there. But so far so good with these SWT mags. I just Googled them and I saw them for around 11 online. So if you can find them for a deal like I did, I would say go ahead and get them. At least test them out. At least have them in your stash, or have them for range mags or something of that nature. You get something that cheap, especially something that other people are looking to say, no, you don't need those. If you can catch my drift, you might want to go ahead and take them when you can if you see them on sale. Especially, you see there's many videos of these that they do work. Something that I won't pass on if I see another one, especially if they work after these tests. And we'll go from there. So that's this portion of this SWT magazine. I think it's a viable option. Let me go ahead and stand up. I know I have this Ranger plate on this PMag, but let's put it beside the PMag so you all can see how similar they are in terms of stature and makeup. So there they are. You see this PMag little ridges. This one has ridges. The front kind of helps you, grasp it and take it out of a weapon. There's your lovely PMag. Both 30 rounds. Oh, also, I read a book a month, right? I don't think y'all knew that, but I do read a book a month. This month's book is called Fearless, Story of Navy SEAL member Adam Brown. Fantastic book. Like, if you're a reader, you want something cool, especially if you're in military and self-defense, all that cool high-speed, low-drag stuff, check this out. I'm not done with it yet, but it seems fantastic so far. I'm almost halfway through it. Nice story of a warrior, a nice man, nice husband, nice father. Seems pretty good so far. So check that out if you're a book reader like I am. So let's see what these magazines. Put them back in my trunk. We'll see how they go. All right, here with the range portion of this review. Here's the SWT mag. I got it loaded with normal 55 grain rounds. I'm probably gonna shoot half this magazine just to show you all that it does work. Let's make it happen. Is held open. Weapon. So there you go. The magazine worked, functioned, fired all those rounds. I wanted to do half the mag, but I got excited. So there we are. Here's a quick look at it again. Nice polymer mag, SWT, Swiss magazine. Fired.